Well, now to the latest developments in the Texas legislature's special session. More than 50 House Democrats remain scattered throughout the country in Illinois, Massachusetts, and New York. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has threatened to take more legal action if they don't return by this time the House gavels in tomorrow. So joining us now is one of the Democrats who's outside of the state, State Representative Vikki Goodwin. And Representative, we want to thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
You're welcome. Good to be here.
First, let's get an update. Catch us up on where you are and who you've met with as you fight this redistricting effort.
Well, I can't say where I am, but I'm not in Texas for the safety of myself and my colleagues. I met with the governor of New York, Governor Hochul, and learned that in New York, they actually have rules around their redistricting, so they can't ram through a new map very quickly the way Texas can. It would take years, and so their next maps, if they were to redistrict, wouldn't be in effect until 2028.
So with the announcement that the FBI could now help state law enforcement locate you all, what is your reaction to that latest effort? Does this leave you with a little bit of anxiety, or is this just help you to double down on your efforts?
You know, we're just as determined as ever to stay away from the House floor. But what really concerns me is some of the language that our Republican colleagues have been using, as well as the governor and attorney general. They are using language that we've seen in past instances. People might decide that they themselves can come after us, and that concerns me. And giving out our location, saying it's okay to go to our families' homes. You know, I think we need to bring the temperature down and say that while we don't agree on the policy, we don't agree that, Democrats don't agree maps should be drawn, Republicans think that they should, we can have these differences in a respectful manner. We've had quorum breaks in the past, and this is just a legitimate way of slowing things down.
As you are holed up, what are you and the other Democrats who you're with hearing from leaders back here in Texas? What are you hearing from your constituents as well?
So we're hearing a lot of support for what we're doing, obviously, from Democrats, and we're bringing a lot of awareness to what's going on. Honestly, every day something new comes out about the big ugly bill and the impacts that it will have. I just heard on your news show that it's going to mean that we can't go forward with the cap and stitch here in Austin. And every day there's something new that we're learning about, and people are concerned if we have more of this after 2026 elections, what damage is going to be done.
What's been the hardest part over these last several days? I know that many of the legislators are making sacrifices themselves. So what has been the toughest thing for you over these last several days, especially maybe being away from family?
Well, being away from family is hard. I just learned from my son and daughter-in-law that they are pregnant. And so that was a really special occasion. They wanted us to be together. My husband and I weren't there together, but we joined on the phone and got to hear the news. So, being away from family is tough. Being away from jobs and your home is also difficult, but we're committed to staying away from the House floor, like I said, because we feel so strongly that this is going to have a huge impact on our democracy going forward.
And Representative Goodwin, before I let you go, one more question for you. We know Speaker Burrows is going to gavel in tomorrow to see if there's a quorum in the House. Do you all plan to return tomorrow?
No, absolutely not.
All right, we'll leave it there. Representative Goodwin, thank you for being here with us. We'll be checking in with you for updates. Thank you.
Thank you.